who made it out the first and second spots in their pools. I'm not one of them, so you get to hear me talk a little bit more.
Neither am I.
Hey, welcome to the true combo. We call it all out of bracket onto commentary.
Right.
Yeah, it's a positive spin, trying to make yourself feel a little bit better. But we were going to see Peach versus Diddy Kong. This is actually a matchup we see a lot in the area just because of Nelvin and Ling Ling. But two different players at it this time. And Ameba doing a great job so far, getting some good conversions, kind of pushing him into a very uncomfortable spot. Maybe she might have been watching that last match because she's opting for a lot of aggression right now.
Yeah, and spacing out outside the side B range too.
Mm-hmm. All right, I like what she's doing. She's been noticing like when he's been getting a little bit too aggressive, and this might be a hard punish. No, unfortunately, jumps with the fair. It's okay though. She does have a pretty large lead here. Ape's got to slow this down a little bit because she's taking a lot of damage. Oh my! She opted to go aggressive there instead of defense. That was good because she's been like doing great on his defense. But okay,
going for a dash attacks instead of like.
Oh, and
that's unfortunate.
You know what? It was a very awkward spot because like. They blew up and you don't really know how much time you have. So it's like, oh crap, I need to panic and get this throw. That didn't look like an intentional footstool, but if he managed to follow up off of it, I would have been very impressed. But yeah, he was at like 100, so you don't want to let that get to you too much mentally. Like, you know what? It's unfortunate, but I was at kill percent. Let me just calm this down. I can still win this match. I just need to regain my pace. But right now, Ameba's just like been all over his options. She's doing a really good job so far.
Yeah. Juggling pretty well, getting combos off the throws.
What do you think of this matchup like as a whole? Like
as a whole, I feel like Diddy wins it.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Oh my.
Is that a stitch?
That might be a stitch.
Oh, perfect.
Gets the power shield on it, avoiding getting any follow-ups because she was right above him to be able to convert off of the shield poke.
Yeah.
That's something you got to think about when you guys play this too. Like if you take a stitch to the top, like your shield, and they're floating above you, you're probably eating the dare. So be prepared for a follow-up afterwards.
Yeah. There's a lot of shield damage.
As well as you could break shield if you. I don't want to say it too loud, but if you down air into a falling nair and then you poke them at all, it'll usually break the shield.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to not poke them though, especially with the multi-hit with the down air.
Well, the auto cancel off the nair can get the shield break.
Oh.
Yeah, I've unfortunately been on the receiving end of that myself. But right now, opting to just like use his space against him. Like she noticed that he was waiting for her to come in on that banana. She's like, nah, I'm just gonna wait right out here. And that fair is gonna seal that out, and Ameba's gonna take game one.
Two stock arm.
Yes, very solid two stock too.
It was an SD, but it was at pretty high percent. So.
Yeah, she was winning in center stage. She was winning on all the neutral decisions that he was making. And he was being a little bit aggressive on shield. And every time he did, she was there to punish it. So hopefully he can start to slow this match down a little bit or solve something that she had on him. Maybe get some adjustments. Opting to go to Town City, I believe. Okay, this is good. Now he's gonna be able to get some down tilt into up smash. We haven't really seen him do any of that.
We've seen more dash attacks out of bananas than anything else.
Yeah, you have to be very careful. You don't, because if you like try to rush it, you have plenty of time off that banana. Micro space, walk slowly, and then you can get that down tilt. But all right, gonna manage to get a little bit of damage here. But it eats a lot in return. And
turnip combos. Doesn't get anything after it though.
Yeah, I think she was assuming that he was just going to still be in hit stun, but if she waited for the air dodge, she could have got a decent amount of damage off of a falling up air there. All right, there we go. Opting to go for more down tilts, but eating one in exchange. And once again, Ameba with a very large lead right now.
And she has a banana.
I like his idea, but I think if he went for the roller option instead, it would have worked out for him. But all right, here we go. Starting to gets a grab. Doesn't get anything else off of it, unfortunately, but starting to slow this down a little bit.
He should start going for up, though, instead.
All right, just barely living. She had the right F smash for it, but...
How do you get the barrels to explode when you're, like, going...
When he's going with the up B?
Yeah.
I can't... In all honesty, I can't give you the exact info, but usually soft hits will knock him out of the up B. Oh my.
Doesn't get the stage spike, so he's living.
I like what she's doing. Like, once again, kind of similar to what Dad was doing. Like, she was pretty aggressive in the last one, but now she's, like, going after him in positions where he wasn't, like where she wasn't before. And I think he just dropped it. That has a couple hits at the end of that dash attack. I thought maybe the banana might have extended the hitbox, but she grabbed it, so that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Make mistakes sometimes. I talk fast. I'm sorry. All right. Okay, I thought maybe he was going to go for her immediately because if he caught her all the way up top, that up air might have actually sealed it out. And once again, opting for aggressive options on his landing. And once again, also getting another Stitch phase. RNGs is coming through into clutch. Whenever Peaches pulls something good, they pull like 3 to 4 more every single time in a best of 3 or 5. It just doesn't make any sense.
Because this is 2 Stitches and
a Mr. Saturn.
I think that was a previous set versus Bronze.
No.
Because that was in Battlefield.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, today so far.
It's today so far, yeah. She's had very good luck.
I could wonder what she pulled off stage before. And right now has a huge lead. I had the right idea to cover that side B on stage, but didn't really get anything off of it. And throwing out the toad immediately to stop the aggressive option.
Yeah. Not a very good option, though, to be honest.
All right, let's see if he can seal this out right now. Okay, opting to go for the float. Oh, and she fell out of the up smash. That's very unfortunate for Barry Ape. He really needs to seal the stock out as soon as possible. All right, that F tilt's not going to take it yet. But he does have banana and throws it right off stage.
This is the second hit of the dash attack, so it doesn't kill.
And mashing jab there. Usually she could get a jab immediately afterwards to cover herself. And he's once again, she's just not having any luck with his dash check right now. But no, even though she and she just goes for the up B out of after the down tilt and seals that out. And that is a very impressive, solid 2-0 on Ameba's part. Double 2-stock.
Double 2-stock, and that concludes pools.
Yes, we are done with pools. Good stuff to Ameba. I don't believe that she made it out, but still managed to end her run in pools with another great win. Something to go back and watch afterwards. Very impressive. Hopefully Barry Ape will notice that when he goes back to watch this, that he was being a little bit aggressive on shield. And he was not so much obvious, but he was not really changing up his recovery options. And when you do that, it becomes very predictable. And if you don't opt to go for something a little bit different, especially when you have linear recoveries like that, people are going to be very prepared for you every time. So,
he was also going for a lot of raw smash attacks instead of like trying to get a conversion off of down tilt or grabs.
Yeah, you want to go for your true combos. You don't want to go for something that's just raw and fishing because you're stressed out. When you get stressed out like that, you're opting to just give yourself up because you're going to take a raw punish, like a very solid punish after that too. So you got to slow down the match a little bit. Don't want to lose your composure because you're going to see like what just happened just now.